What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to properly bill your social media marketing agency clients. Now, at this point, I would imagine you probably already have a couple clients, or maybe you just got your first client, whatever it may be. Now, there is two pieces of software that you need set up. The first one is Stripe. If you're not familiar with Stripe, get familiar with Stripe. Stripe is probably one of the best payment processors in the world. Yes, their fees are high, but they're trustworthy. And as a beginner, I advise that you use Stripe. So set up a Stripe account and make sure you connect that to your bank account. That's fairly straightforward. I won't go into depth on that. Now, the second piece of software that you need to set up is called simpleinvoices.io. I've been using this piece of software for years. I actually forgot who I heard it from initially, but I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I just truly enjoy using this tool, and it integrates with Stripe, and I find it much cleaner for invoicing than the invoices that Stripe actually enables you to use. So I use Simple Invoices. Now, here is what our process looks like every time we get a client. On the sales call, we explain to the client, and this is just so you understand how our agency services work. We sell a variety of services. We sell SEO, we sell paid ads, we sell a CRM system, etc. And the way that our billing cycle works is the client does not get billed until the day that they go live, okay? So let's say, for example, they say, yeah, I want to go forward on April 19th, right? And it takes until May 15th to actually get their campaigns live. The day their campaigns are live is when they get the first bill from us. We believe in transparent pricing, and we only bill them the day they go live, so they get a full first month. Instead of paying an invoice, waiting 2 weeks, then we go live, then their billing recurs 2 weeks after that. Now they're mad. We want to avoid that. So the way we set it up is we bill every month, but we only start billing once they go live. So here's how this actually works. On that sales call where they say, yeah, I want to go forward, we tell them, amazing, let's get the WhatsApp chat set up. So we set up a WhatsApp chat for communication with the client. We set up the onboarding call where we do a live Zoom meeting where we get access to all the client's assets. And then after that, we tell them, beautiful, we have everything set up that we need. Now, the last thing that I'm going to need from you, Mr. Client, is just a credit card on file. And the reason we get this card on file is not because you're getting billed today, but because we want to make sure that we have a payment method on file for when your campaign actually launches. So what do you use? Do you use Visa, Amex, MasterCard? What do you use? So then the client will say, I use a Visa. And then I'll say, okay, beautiful. Whenever you're ready, I'm ready to take your card info. So what I do in simpleinvoices.io, which is very simple, you'll see on my screen over here, is I'll press to where it says clients, okay? Clients. Then I'll press this button up here in the top right-hand side that says new client, and I'll press that. And at this point, I will put in the client's name, email, and their business address, and I will press create client. So for the sake of it, I'm going to do test. I'm going to do test@test.com. And then the address will be 1 Testicle Way. There you go. So I'm going to create that client, right? And at this point, I'm going to press add new credit card. You guys see that right there? Add new credit card. Now what I will do is I'll have the client give me their payment method, okay? So let's say this is the client's credit card number, right? There you go. Beautiful. So I'll get their card number, I'll get their expiration date, I'll get their security code, I'll get their country, and I will get their zip code. And once I get all that stuff, I literally just press add payment method. Beautiful. Now the client is added as a customer. I have their card on file. So that's not going to bill them. It's just going to actually get their card on file. Now, let's say I now build out their Facebook ads and they go live. So let's say we jump and now it's like middle of May when they're ready to go live. Now when the client's going to go live, all I do is I go into Simple Invoices, okay? So I'll go back into Simple Invoices over here and we'll take a look at this together. Simple Invoices. And you see where it says subscriptions? That's where you want to go. So you want to press subscriptions, new subscription, okay? Where it says client, you press the drop down from new client and you go and you select that person over here. So I have test, right? Test is right there. And they'll have their card on file, okay? So you're gonna wanna select this button that says pay automatically, this little toggle, select that, okay? And then whatever your retainer fee is for that client, let's say it's $1,500 per month, you put $1,500 in, item description, whatever you sold, Facebook advertising, right? Digital marketing services, monthly Facebook advertising. And when you press activate, it's gonna bill the client's card on file because you toggled pay automatically, okay? So that's what's gonna actually bill the customer. Now, you're gonna wanna make sure that it went through. That's where you can check on Stripe, okay? Because your Stripe is going to be integrated to simpleinvoices.io. Which again, you have to set simpleinvoices.io up and you have to integrate that all to Stripe. It's very simple. I promise it's very, very, very simple. You come here, you go to settings, you go to payments, and you just connect over here. Okay, so you could do that yourself. That's very easy. But basically, when you bill the client, you're just going to make sure that the invoice actually goes through, and you're going to check that in Stripe. So let's say I billed them for $1,500 and there was no revenue for that day. I should see $1,500 on my Stripe dashboard. Now, this is my live agency dashboard. So you can see today we pulled in $7,642. Yesterday we did $5,475. You can see our top customers by spend have spent now 40-something thousand, 35,000 with our company. And by the way, this is not coaching money. This is actually fucking agency money. So for all you coaches on the internet that only coach, I'm giving you a go fuck yourself, all right? Anyway, this is today's revenue. This is yesterday's revenue, okay? Over here, when I scroll down, I can see any of my failed payments in Stripe, okay? So if any of the payments fail that are set up on the subscriptions that I set up in Simple Invoices, I can then reach out to that client and I can be like, hey, why'd your payment fail? Are you going out of business? Are you just trying to be rude? In all seriousness, you let the client know, hey, listen, the payment failed. Whenever you get a chance, if you could fill that out for us, that would be great, right? But you won't know unless you have Stripe set up so you can actually check what payments are coming in, what payments are going out. And what I also set up is what I call a client billing sheet, okay? And I'm going to give you guys access to this completely for free. You could customize this to do it however you want, but this is a sheet that I basically set up, and you can set this up for your agency very simply. And all you do, let's say the company name is Test, but let's say you close a roofing company and it's Joe's Roofing, okay? And you bill Joe's Roofing on the 15th of the month. You're going to scroll down. You're going to come to the 15th of the month. You can add a new row if you want to. So I can come here. I can highlight the corner. I can press double tap on my Mac, 2 fingers, and I can just press insert one row below, right? And I can just say 15th of the month. This is when the client's going live, when they're going to get billed on their monthly recurring. Let's say I sold him a service for $1,500 a month. And let's say I sold him SEO and a CRM system, and his business is Joe's Roofing, right? So I'll have him right there. Now, the reason I set this sheet up is because I can preface this every single day. The first thing I do in the beginning of my day when I run my agency is I wake up, I check Stripe, I see the numbers, and I make sure that the numbers are aligned for that specific day. So let's say it's the 8th of the month. I'm going to highlight 8th of the month. And I know that on the 8th of the month, I should be collecting $7,150 from my clients. Now I'll come to Stripe and I'll check, is it $7,150? So let's say, for example, I only saw $5,475. I would know one of my clients didn't pay. Then I can check to see which one didn't pay under failed payments and then reach out to that client. So guys, it is very simple. It's fairly straightforward, but this is how we actually bill our clients within our social media marketing agency, which goes by the name of Del Priori Hospitality. And like I said, there's going to be a free resource below this video for billing. But if you're getting into the agency space, or if you already run an agency and you want to take your agency to the next level, my brother and I run a digital marketing agency that goes by the name of Del Priori Hospitality. We work with hospitality businesses who we help grow and scale. And this is a multi-million-dollar agency currently doing hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. We have a team of about 30 and we run a lean business and a lean company. And what we just recently opened up is slots for private one-on-one coaching where you will learn how to start, grow, and scale your own digital marketing agency with the exact systems, blueprints, templates that we've followed to build our agency to where it is today. You're going to learn everything from how to reach out to clients, how to close clients, how to actually service clients, how to onboard clients, how to make sure that billing is functioning correctly, when to hire, who to make your very first hire, how to scale hiring. There is so many moving parts when you're running an agency, and without the correct guidance, you're going to fall flat on your face. So if you are interested in this mentorship, and if you're interested in joining our community where you're going to get access to live Zoom meetings with myself, you're going to get access to guest speakers, you're going to get access to a community that you can ask questions to that are already running existing successful agencies, and so much more, then just tap the link below for themodernscam.com. The modern scam is what we are fucking living in. It absolutely surrounds us, and the education that we've gotten is garbage. And this is why I've created the best private education club on the internet for those of you who want to make money in running a digital marketing agency, as my brother Dario and I do. So go ahead, tap that link below, book a call. The call is completely free. You can learn more about exactly what we've set up and how we're helping people start, grow, and scale their own agency. And we'll see if you're actually a good fit for our club. That being said, I hope you guys love this video. Tap that link below, go book a call, and go work.